in this your one single life. Don't ever let anybody tell you this bogus lie. I have been busy. That is why I'm not in touch or in contact with you. So, me that I'm in contact with you now, I am less busy. I don't have anything I'm doing with my life. Mama, if anybody tells you that, that is a big lie. Everybody can send a WhatsApp that says, hello, hi, sorry, I have been invested in some things. Just one liner, just even hi. Everybody can do that before they lay their head on the bed. If they don't contact you, there is more to it than meets the eye. Yeah, Sammy, listen somebody. Sometimes in life, you realize that with some people, if you don't initiate contact, they will never get in touch with you. Check that relationship you are into. You will discover that if you don't send a text, if you don't call, if you don't put the extra efforts, in fact, you should realize by now that your communication is one-sided. And when communication is one-sided, coming only from one person, that is sending a clear message that the other person is not fully interested or invested in that relationship. Honestly, take a walk. That is my advice. There's no beating about the bush. You know, sometimes in life, the heart already knows what the mind is striving or struggling to accept. When somebody begins to ghost you, your heart can tell you immediately the reason. It may not put it in words for your mind, but you know. But you see, the mind is such that it's always looking for narrative, looking for conclusions, and begin to feel it in. Maybe truly they are busy all these months and years. Why is it that it's only them that are busy and you are the one that is not busy? If you don't reach out, will they send you? Will they text you? Will they call you? Have sense now. I remember one time like that, I was just preaching on the altar and my eyes looked at somebody. Let me not use the word I want to use because that was the word that came to my heart. I look and say, this person has moved. In a short while, that person gave me a backstab. As at the time this happened, there was nothing on ground, but I just looked at, there's something about the face that communicated to my heart that you see this person is going to deal with you. And that's exactly what happened. Less than a week or so after, something just came up, became an excuse. Bam. So you see, your heart knows some things. Look, you know when somebody is ghosting you. Mama, sir, you know, sir, when somebody is ghosting you. All these other stories. Your heart knows when you are no longer on somebody's agenda. You are part of their history, but you are not presently part of their breaking news. This is a harsh reality. The earlier you move on, as they have moved on, the better. When somebody moves on, you too move on. When somebody ghosts you, if you ask me, ghost them. Except you have another excuse, or you are the available mumu that they can just throw anything at, and you are there saying sorry for what you did not do. It's natural for, if you have done a lot for somebody, for you to expect that two of you should have something going on. Maybe you spent money, you spent time, you are heavily invested into assisting them, and for crying out loud, maybe you expected a relationship, and they took all these things from you, soaked it in, and stops contacting you. And then makes your mind begin to wonder, is this how human being is? Is this how human beings behave? Your mind begins to fill it with all manner of things, and whatever is filling it with is a function of whether you are somebody who is, it depends whether negativity is in your mind or positivity is in your mind. But like I said earlier on, your heart already knows. It's just that it does not speak with words and narratives that the mind can now let you know and say this person is like this or that. Understand this. Kindness does not birth relationship. All assistance will not lead to fellowshipping together. You have to understand it. So do what you need to do and move on with your life if you notice they have moved on. Yes, I know gifts should create room for you in somebody's life. But if that person decides after enjoying your gifts that he doesn't want to have anything to do with you, there's nothing you can do about it. If they don't want to be there, they don't want to be there. What I'm telling you about, if I want to give you story, I can give you very long stories about people that I have personally and as a church poured into, who today some of them don't greet me anymore. Yes, that means it's just part of life. If they don't want to be there, let them go. So why did they ghost you after enjoying some things from you or stopped contacting you? Number one, some people are just users and abusers of grace. That's just who they are. They just came to use you, and when they felt they have gotten what they are looking for, they are very quick to dump you. They are like a bee goes to the flower because there's nectar there. Once he's done with that nectar and he cannot get any nectar from there, so to say, flies to the next close flower. To go and start sucking nectar again. Here I wrote something that I said, when they discovered something new, they treated you like an old stock, pushed aside, ignored, and placed on the discount shelf as if your value has expired. You know your qualities within you, but they look at you and you're like, there's nothing anymore, not knowing that there are still layers of yourself that has not come out. They were with you when they needed, let me put it this way, a babysitter. They needed somebody to teach their child knitting, so you are available. When they are going out and they didn't have where to keep their kids, you are useful as a babysitter. You are also useful because you knew how to cook and they didn't know how to cook. And now that they have hired a cook, you thought you were friends. No, you are not friends. You are the one thinking you are their friend. They don't need you anymore. They don't need anybody to walk the dog anymore. So they don't see any reason for you. They just use you for when they could use you and move on. Look, some people stop contacting you because they have gotten what they want from you. I'll give you an example. They contacted you because they wanted to get money from you. They looked at you and said, this sister has money. Then they became, in quote, your friend. And then they started, all the muche. Immediately they got the money from you. They start calling you. Now, let me explain this to you. If you have ever borrowed a friend money, tell me your experience, especially the paying back part of it. That is why they stop getting in contact with you. They don't want to pay, so they stop getting in contact with you. Most times, 9 times out of 10, you give your friend money, they are not going to pay you back. Then you discover that the friendship goes off rails. I will talk about this one in a later video. Some of them stop contacting you or calling you because they are ashamed of themselves. What do I mean by that? They did some things to you. They said some things about you. Now they realize that those things that they did to you, that were hurtful things, betrayals, backstabbing, gossiping, criticizing, maligning, all manner of things that they did to you, they now realize that the thing don't cast. Like we say in Nigeria, that thing has failed. That thing has become exposed. They dread facing you because you are most likely going to ask that question. I heard you said so and so thing. So they stop calling you or getting in contact with you. Some of them at another time, they actually met with you. They were waiting and they had prepared their answer. Because you did not ask them, I heard you said so and so about my children. I heard you said so and so about my husband. It paid them a lot. Why? Because the pressure they were now facing, because you did not ask that question, they keep thinking, what is in your mind now? What is on your mind now? What are you planning now? They think your own mind is as dark as their own. Maybe you are planning something. Maybe that's why you have not asked, because they felt it was natural for you to act. So all these things put together is the reason why they ghosted you. The bottom line is that they are deeply ashamed and they are facing a lot of pain from life for what they did to you. That's why they are not calling you. Let me give you another one. Sometimes people stop calling you because the friendship or the relationship has expired. There's no more point. Look, like I told some people, everybody working with you in your office, you sit desk to desk or you're in the same department, does not make them your friend. They are what I call situational friends. And situational friends continue to be friends only for that time that team brings you together. Once you are out of that place or you are out of that place, you don't discover that they were never your friends. Sometimes it's like a school situation. You are only friends because you're in the same department, your house, maybe your accommodation is next to each other, or maybe because you are working in the same job environment, and of course your car was available for free transport too, and free transport through. All they have to do is sit down and just allow you to be reeling off where you are driving while they enjoy the free ride and the AC until they get to where they were. So when they left that place, or they bought their own car, or they never needed you anymore, They are not your friends. They are trying to tell you, I'm not your friend. So you see, and there are some, even when you later, it's like you have a friend in secondary school, all of you were friends together in secondary school. They are not your friends. They were just, literally, they were just friends because you were in the same class. You were having a common exam to write together, maybe qualifying exams to write together. You had to read together, go out coming together, plan strategies together, had all this rehearsal together and all the rest. So you thought you were friends. But when that thing that brought you together, once you step out of the school gate, you discover that the friendship have expired. And even when you meet together, maybe later, some years after, you discover that you're just like, there is nothing to say anymore here. Your heart tells you, their heart tells them, this relationship is over. So some friendships have expired. You are the one thinking the friendship is still there. It has expired. They have moved on. If people move on, you too move on. No stress. There are some who stop contacting or calling you because of what they did to you, like I said, but in a different dimension now. You see, they were sent into your life. Their witchcraft assignment to your life was to come and provoke you or to push you to start doing some things. There are some bad things that people do. These bad things happen because you are in relationship with some people. I'll give you an example. As a youth, I wasn't taught smoking in my father's house. I was taught smoking because my friends opened that gate for me to start doing this. So you discover that some vices that you used to do, they did not come to you not because you by yourself you are like that. They came to you because of some people you are connected to. If your husband begins to walk around with a womanizer, for example, the tendency of your husband becoming a womanizer will also be there. Like the Bible says that don't make friends with an angry man so that you don't learn of their ways. So that's the way they are. Their witchcraft assignment was to come and pull down your marriage. They came, poison your mind against your husband, poison your mind against your marriage, told you they cannot take what you are taking. Any woman should not accept this kind of thing. If I were you, I would tell him like this. If I were you, I would do like this. If I were you, I would back out. If I were you, I would do this. They came into your life to tell you, if I were you, I would not take insult from a woman who is a woman. Their witchcraft assignment was to tear down your marriage. When it failed, they became frustrated. They became angry. They became bitter because they did not fulfill their assignments. So they left you. That's the reason why they stopped calling you. Everything they did to provoke you to say certain thing so that they can record it and use it against you somewhere did not happen. They provoked and pushed and pushed and pushed, but you are just... So when they got frustrated, they failed in their assignments. They moved. Mama, moved. Move. Okay, now let's be a little bit something. Some people are not contacting you right now or calling you right now, and they won't. It's because truly, they have a lot on their plate. Now, I'm not saying too busy to send a text. I'm saying the kind of lot they have on their plate is a function of the nature of the man. You see, some people, when they are facing problems of life, they don't know how to reach out. They just recoil into themselves, enter their house, draw the shades, put on the phone, sit in the dark and cry all day long. They don't know how to reach out to people. So those kind of people, the new ones, when you reach out to them, they are like, oh, sorry. Even from their tone, they have a problem. So you are just like, please, I'm always out here for you. If you like to talk, you can call me. That's a different category of people. There are others. It is because they felt that genuinely, they felt they have overburdened you with too much. What is the point of telling you another one again? And all their life is so full of troubles that they have put so many things on you, and they're just like, let me not disturb mommy anymore. Let me not disturb daddy anymore. Let me not disturb my dear friend anymore. He has tried giving me money, giving me his time. Let me try and see if I can face this one. So that is why they have not been contacting you. I remember I used to have one of my counselors in those days. I mean, this man drained me, put pressure on me, on many things. So he still came around though. Now, sometimes when he comes around, one of the first things I remember he used to say, would you tell me? And he would say, Daddy, I know you're already tired of my problem. Daddy, I know you're already tired of my problem. I'm like, I'm not tired of your problem. I was tired actually. So some people, when they feel that they don't want to burden you or burden people with their problems, since people have been helping them, sometimes they may stop contacting. But they are far and they are not many like that. Let's talk about another one. Some people stop calling you because the role that life assigned to them in your life is over. I'm not talking of a friendship that expired. Some people, look, I'm going to do a video, but not, let me just say it a little bit here. Some people were giving to you like somebody who you are giving a loan. It was borrowed to you for a short while, the owner will take it back. So life loans you some people. When life loans you some people, their duty is to teach you some lessons. And when they have finished teaching you those lessons, that lesson can be good or bad. But this is just the loan of life. So that lesson, whether good or bad, when they have finished doing their job, life will withdraw them by various means. So when life have withdrawn somebody, you have no business running after that person. Now, the other side of it is some people were assigned to your life by life just to come and learn from you. So it is two sides. They either came to learn from you, or you are made to learn from them. So they teach you, you teach. Anyhow, you understand what I'm saying? You understand me? You understand? So when they have finished playing their role, life will assign them somewhere else. There is no point trying to continue the relationship when life and circumstances have moved them on. Some of them stopped contacting you because you are light, they are darkness. You are for show love, they are for show revenge. You are for let there be peace, they are for let there be war. There is no way light and darkness can have communion together. Bible says Christ and Belial are not in concord. They are for the world and you are for Christ. Let us talk about salvation experience in this place. You are a church person, they are a club person. So you discover that this is like trying to mix oil and water together. It will not last. There will always be a separation somewhere along the line. So they have looked at it. Your life may be an example, I'm just saying maybe now, an example of what, yes, maybe ideally they would have even loved to become. But at this point in time, they don't want to be that. Maybe they have a man friend who's paying their rent, paying their salaries. You are a married woman, you're living straight. You're always talking of, look, try to adjust your life. Try to clean up your life from all these things. Try to stop carrying married men. It's not good. You are representing something that is ideal. But they are like, if I leave hook up, I'm just giving you an example. If I leave hook up, how will I eat? How will I drink? Not knowing that life has alternatives. But are you as ready to go through what it takes to achieve those alternatives? They are not ready. So after some time, they cut off. They stop calling you. They stop coming in contact with you because you represent light. They represent darkness. Some of you are hard workers. And your lifestyle put pressure on some lazy person. You are a hard worker, you are a go-getter, you hustle, you press in, you go for what you want, you are a go-getter. This person is laid back. He doesn't want to do anything. You are poor, let us save, let us invest, this person is Epicurean. He wants to eat and drink. After all, tomorrow we die. What is the point? Let's just enjoy life. We only come here once. That's the kind of person here. After some time, you discover that either you or them, one person is going to realize that this is no longer sustainable. So that's why they stop calling you. You are light and they are darkness. So let's go straight. They stop communicating or contacting or calling you because the limo broke down. And when the limo breaks down, they are not the kind of person that pushes the limo. Look, some people are like, I don't know if you, maybe an African will understand this. It is very difficult to push a canoe from the beach into the water. But once you can push it onto the water, it starts sailing. So some people don't like to help to push the canoe into the water. So when the limo breaks down, they disappear. When the limo starts working, they are back. So that is the way some people are. That's why they're no longer calling you. They've seen that the limo broke down. They've seen that you are facing some life issues. They've seen that that freebie you all represented to them, to them, it's no longer available. There is no switch to leak anymore. They move on. But when they see that the candy is back, they are coming back. So get ready. I can remember I used to have one. I used to pray for them. This guy really taught me some things about life. When he loses his job, he will come back. That he will pray. He will get the job. Once he gets the job, not even a bottle of soda Yeah, you people call it soda out there, or Coca-Cola, as we call it here, or Fanta, or minerals or soft drink. Not even one bottle. And I won't see, not even the text. I won't see this guy again. The next time I'm saying, sir, I said I will be in touch, but you see, as the team be now, I said, okay, what happened? He has lost the job again, and he wants an hour. Okay, let us pray. And I will pray for this guy again. This guy did this to me, I think, about 3 times in a row, within a span of 2 or 3 years. So the last time he came, I chewed the line. No more. No more. So you see, there are people like that you will meet in life who only come when there is something to get. They come when your reputation is valuable to them. Look at some of the politicians now. A lot of hangers on around them. That's why our people normally say during their inauguration, the church inaugural atmosphere, the inauguration atmosphere is filled to the brim. Immediately they have lost that position. Go and look at their, let us say, Thanksgiving service after their serving government office. Maybe they were a governor or a commissioner. Go and look. You won't see a crowd. Guess where they are? They have gone to meet the person who is the new governor. So that's the way some people are, and when you know them, you will make a big mistake thinking that this person is around you because it's your friend. It's not your friend. It is because your reputation as a governor, as a commissioner, as a this, as a that, was relevant to them at that point in time. So in conclusion, what do we do? If you ghost me, I will ghost you. If I can, we ghosted you. If you don't call me, I will not call you. I will block your number. It sometimes gets to that stage. Now, is that for everybody? No, it's not for everybody. Every situation or person, it depends on the situation and circumstance for each person. So you are the one to determine that. So just make sure when you are sure that, look, I'll give you an example. Have you ever seen somebody who is sick? Ask anybody who is sick. When that person is sick, that's when he will know those who are his real friends. I mean, the real friends, especially when it's a sickness that maybe the person was hospitalized for a long while, everybody will disappear except for a select few who will be dedicated. Those are the real friends. The others will sumo. So it is your decision to make, to tell who you should see as a friend or not. You can block them. If they don't call you, why do you want to call them? You know somebody knows your number, has your number. It doesn't matter if it's a family relative. If you don't call, they will never call. No happy birthdays, no happy new year, no Merry Christmas, no happy Easter, no hello sis, hello bros. But if you call, they may pick or they may not pick, or they may not even call you back. So when they move on, move on. If they stop calling, stop calling. If they ghost you, ghosted them. Another thing I would just advise is, whatever anybody does to you, whether they blackmailed you, they backstab you, they did you dirty, don't let people change the originality of who you are. Of course, you can draw a line in the sand, but if you're a kind-hearted person, don't become a hard-hearted, wicked person, because you lose the originality of who you are, and you can't let men do that to you. I used to say, don't let people's behavior send you to hell. There are still good people out there that you can invest in. These days, at this my age, I invest more on the teenagers that are coming up now. Their hearts are still open. They are eager to learn, eager to please, and you see them applying what you teach them. Most of the people that are grown up, they think they know the full stop and they come out of God. So even God has nothing to teach them anymore. So you don't waste your time casting your pearls before the swine. Find other people you can invest in, not even because you're looking for what to gain from them, but because when you give them advice, you see them value what you give to them. And if anybody treats you like trash after you have blessed them, next time they come, charge them cash. That's one thing I learned from one of my mentors. They treat you like trash. Next time they come, charge them cash. Another thing I would advise you to do is don't agonize needlessly when somebody ghosts you or does not call you. I know the mind naturally would like to fill in the blanks, and it may fill it with the wrong things. Listen a little bit more. You will hear what your heart is saying. When your heart is saying something, somebody did something to me recently, and I listened to my heart, and my heart was just like, don't do the drama this time around. And I just said, no drama this time around. Some people only try when there's trouble, confusion. No drama. So listen to your heart. and do what your heart is telling you at that point in time. Because your mind would like to rationalize, why did they go? Why are they not calling me? What did I do wrong? What did I not do wrong? Maybe. If you ask the person that moves on, he will find one story to tell you. He will never tell you what is written in his heart 9 times out of 10. So don't rationalize. Take what your heart is saying to you and be at peace with yourself. Move on to the next person. There is always somebody out there you can pour your life into, and there's always somebody out there who can receive what you are carrying. There's always somebody out there who can be a blessing to you. Don't ever look for connection because you have given somebody something. Let things evolve naturally in case there's something there. Another thing is, when somebody leaves you, try to find out, what can I learn from this experience to make you a better person for the future? And if you can be patient to learn what it is telling you, it will help you avoid bigger pitfalls in future. The worst thing you can do to yourself is to chase them, to beg them, to be asking questions. They have intentionally decided to move. Let them go. Even in the Bible says, there was a verse there in the Bible where God said, Ephraim have chosen his idols, let him be. If they have chosen what they want, let them be. There are thousands and millions of people in the world you are in. I pray that you learn wisdom from this message. So write in the comment section your own experience from life and times, and what people did to you. How did you handle it? God bless you. I'll see you in the next video. Comment, like, and subscribe.